We have a history of comedy in this country that is hard to reckon with now. I like to say that I'm grandfathered in because I was on fucking MadTV in the 90s and the 2000s there. If you want to cancel me, just watch MadTV. And then, I'm fucked.
Do you think at a certain point we'll be able to have character where everybody can be whatever? At some point it should be able to be that way.
I think that the shit's being stretched back so far now. It's like this. I feel like we're all in this weird, it's like I said, these things happen every 30 years, it seems like, with regard to, social, just the sand at the bottom of the sea getting mixed up. And before the smoke clears, this social upheaval that seems to happen every 30 years. We are in the middle of it now. We're in a pivotal point in our country and in our culture. And it's my hope that everyone, that what we'll be left with is equality for everybody. And if we can actually, and again, not to sound negative, but I don't think it's possible. As much as I would like to see, but I'm Canadian. We have our problems there for sure. A lot of crimes against the Indigenous First Nations people of Canada, which is just absolutely fucking tragic. We have our problems there with other race relations also as well. But I'm from Canada, where at least the kind of the curriculum as a kid, it was way more multicultural than it is here. I got here and I was like, wow, it's really fucking segregated socially.
Yeah. Oh, we had a scratch and sniff history book, I remember, for a while.
See? And the Italian scratch and sniff would have been fucking great. No racism there. Kids would have worn that out just smelling fucking beefaroni or whatever you'd put in an American textbook. I hope with regard to comedy, that comedy is just fucking comedy. We gotta laugh. Gallows humor is really important.
Yeah.
And if we're treating each other well and there's equality socially and everyone can laugh because everyone feels good about where they are in life and we are a society that takes care of one another. And again, I'm from Canada where there's socialized medicine. It's pretty fucking good. And if you're not living in a fucking world where you're allowed to walk around and fucking eat berries and kick a chicken against a tree and, do whatever you want and just build a fucking house without any code or anything like that, if we're going to live in a society where you're born into a fucking system needs to take care of everybody, period. And it ain't fucking happening. And that's going to be my platform. But if that's the case and we can achieve something like that, again, I do not think it's possible at all. We're fucked. Let me just put that in there. I ain't running for office. But if we can do that, then we can start to laugh at absolutely everything again. Right now, people are not wanting to laugh at shit, and they have every right not to laugh at shit because stuff is fucking dire. So you can't go on MadTV and make fun of absolutely everybody. Although, we had Ari Spears, Deborah Wilson, Phil Lamar.
But it was funny at the time.
Hilarious. Makes me fucking laugh now. Those people, I learned so much about black culture and laughing, with them, and also growing up watching. Don't you think that
most people still just want to laugh? They don't really care.
I think so, but I think it's just like, no one's going to let themselves fucking laugh. You know what I mean?
Now that's interesting. Do we let ourselves laugh?
No,
because do we keep ourselves from, we all get on this alert kind of where it's like, don't point at me, don't offend me, I mean, I got upset over the during the last big election thing because the only people that people were making fun of was poor white people, right? And it was like, well, what the fuck did we do? It's like, poor white people didn't even we didn't do any we didn't do race. I'm sure that wealthier white people probably owned slaves. I don't know nobody I knew had I don't think they ever had a slave, or they might have, but I couldn't imagine it, dude.
But it's just, if you look at it generally, totally socially acceptable to make fun of poor white people.
Right.
In 2020.
Right.
Totally acceptable. And none of it should be acceptable. Unfortunately or fortunately, things do need to be mixed up a bit, and I use the example of in 2020 learning about Juneteenth.
Yeah.
I was like, I was telling black friends, I'm like, never heard of the fucking Juneteenth. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that? I had no clue that there
Most
was
of my black friends have no idea what it is until it came out.
There's that too. Yeah,
They
that
kind of
too.
launched it a few years ago. I feel like. I mean,
Yeah.
I know they didn't, but it's like if you'd have asked any black kid where I'm from or what Juneteenth was, they'd have no fucking clue.
Yeah. No, but it's interesting what you're saying about like it's like, oh yeah, it's easy to make fun of fucking, poor white people. I feel like that's another symptom of this social sort of, again, the silt at the bottom of the ocean getting smoked up.
Do you think we as comedians then we have to be the ones to kind of like see where the thing is at then,
I think, yes, in your avenue with podcasting and stand up and sort of, I'm primarily an actor, but I love doing weird shit on the internet and doing podcasting and stuff. And also, if I can be responsible for any sort of weird creative shit, if I ever get to, work on things and make stuff, it is up to us, but it is also, it's quite a responsibility because it's this bizarre currency of quote unquote cancellation, which some people don't even think exists, which is, to me, it's weird. It's like, well, you just said cancellation. That means that it's a word. It's a term.
Right.
It exists. And I think that you have to be a brave comedian to kind of look. It's not fun to just go out there and go, I want things to be the way they used to be in the 90s. That to me personally, as a comedy fan, to me that's hack.
Yeah.
It's like to not push shit fucking forward. Great comedians have a complete, like, I'm sure you love him. I love George Carlin, right? Like, just come on, that guy was always years ahead of his time and always shot right down the middle. You knew exactly what he was thinking, and he represented himself completely honestly. I think that comedians who are being 100% honest and not just trying to, be shocking for shocking's sake or say, I should be allowed to say this because I said it in 1995. I think audiences today, that's fine, but your audience is going to be awfully specialized if you just want to be a prick about things and say everyone should laugh at these things that currently people are sensitive about and for good reason. If you can find new things to laugh about, there are new things to laugh about in our completely fucking bizarre social climate.
Yeah.
It's fucking bizarre. You just said, I got black friends I grew up with that wouldn't have known Juneteenth. That's a joke you couldn't say in 1998 because absolutely nobody knew what the fuck you were talking about with Juneteenth.
Yeah.
But 2020 was a really was such a rife year of with the pandemic and the the social.
Oh yeah, it got Black
Lives Matter.
Man.
Yeah,
it was wild.
Yeah. So it's like now I think you can, but you got to be smart about it. And I'm not smart about it. I don't. I'm not saying that's me at all, and I'm not.
Yeah,
saying
I've never been.
answer.
Yeah,
but I do think that. I think that people will start to chill out a little bit because socially, what happens, in my opinion, just my opinion, with these waves, is that people all get fucking tired. At the end of the day, most people just want the same shit.
Yeah.
They want to be able to take care of their families. They want to have something nice for dinner. They want to know that they're safe at home. They want to know that if they go to the wrong fucking door, they're not going to get shot in the face. The horrible shit that's happening right now because everyone is so wound up and charged up. It's truly fucking scary.
people are scared, man. I realized the other day I'm walking up to a car. It wasn't my car. I get right by the door handle. I realized it wasn't my car. It looked just like my car. There's somebody sitting in that car, and I'm like, oh my God, that person could fucking shoot me
right now. Yeah.
I wouldn't even think it was crazy because that's just where the fear level is at. It's like all these POV videos of all this fear. It's interesting, man. It's a fiery time out there.
And I'm never afraid of anything because I look like a gigantic football coach cop, and I drive a Tahoe, so I could technically be a park ranger.
We need that Alex Jones back, though.
Just in general,
I think we need him. You know what I would love to see him do, and this is what I thought he was going to get into, was like a regular guy's job after he had the big lawsuit against him. Was a regular manager in like a Denny's or something, manager in like an IHOP.
Yeah, You got to get the moons over my, and they're making the moons over my hammy gay. Ah, I'm a humanist. Let me tell you something about these people out here eating mozzarella sticks. I've eaten mozzarella sticks in Bohemian Grove. It was invented by Mark Twain. Originally, it was just a place for these globalists, people to. It was actually a lot of closeted homosexual activity happening there, mostly by Republicans.
Oh, yeah.
But Democrats took it over, and John F. Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy Jr., Bobby Kennedy, they went out to Bohemian Grove. You can still go there. It's in Northern California. And they're deep in the forest wearing robes like druids. And
sir, I want an omelet, sir. I'm waiting for an omelet.
Yeah. What do you want? How would you like your eggs? You want white toast, wheat toast?
Right.
I hate this uniform. Just always ripping off his fucking polo shirt. You want to see my name tag? You know, and these people they're reptiles. I've seen it up close. They don't have skin like you and me. I've been up close. I've been next to Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. These people are not human. They're interdimensional beings. They come in, they open rents in the fabric of time and space, and they walk through. And I gotta want to see it. Everybody wants the same thing at the end of the day. They just want to be able to watch, sit down, eat their frijoles, and
watch white porn with their families.
Watch white porn with their families, and watch this fool on TBS.
Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And you can watch this one, you can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. Two options. Watch one, this one or this one.